everything in this review is based on me not knowing the source material. I don't know the books.
Gracias por ver La Esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. I got that movie review for you, baby. Yeah. The Dark Tower. Before I get into this review, I want to let you guys know that I had low expectations for this film. Almost none. After going to a screener that we couldn't get into, we figured out like 4 months ago that it was The Dark Tower. And we waited till after the screener was over for The Dark Tower. We asked people as they were coming out. We were like, hey, is the movie good? What's up? Can you let me know? And every single person, we asked about 10 people who came out, 10 different people, from couples to all different type of demographics that saw the film. We were asking, and every single, not one person came out and said that the film was good. Everybody was like, it's okay, nah. And people were like, nah. People were like, it was always like whatever to negative. And I'm like, oh my God, fuck, this shit look bad, bro. It doesn't look good. For Stephen King too? Oh shit. So just letting you guys know, full disclaimer, my expectations were down to the flow when it comes to, you know, this film being good or not. So I think that helped me in this film at the same time. I'm looking at this from a non-book reader. I haven't read a single Dark Tower book or anything. So basically, I'm gonna try to explain it based on what the film gave me. And everything in this review is based on me not knowing the source material. I don't know the books. So off jump, I'll tell you that it's probably worse for book readers. Let's get that shit out there right now. So this film is basically, it exists in a world where multiple universes, multiple worlds exist in sync with one another. I'm trying to get it right, I believe. And there's this thing called the tower, the Dark Tower. It's a tall tower that kind of binds these other worlds and universes together and keeps them flowing. And there's evil forces led by Matthew McConaughey's character. I think he plays Death or something like that. He is determined to destroy the Dark Tower because when you destroy the Dark Tower, it allows evil to come into the worlds, the different realms and different worlds, and destroy them and take over, and darkness is everywhere. So we live in an apocalyptic time where this gunslinger played by Idris Elba, his world is an alternate form of Earth. His world is pretty much decimated, it's annihilated, and there's all of the legendary gunslingers that fight evil for centuries or whatnot are all gone. He's the last one. So his world is in chaos, and here comes this little boy who's born in our world who has like these abilities to communicate and he has a heightened sense of things from across worlds. He can sense things from outside of his world, and he has a lot of power as when it comes to his psychic abilities. So I'm gonna call him Death, Matthew McConaughey's character. I'm gonna call him the Man in the Black. The Man in Black is what they call him in the film. So I'm gonna call the Man in Black, Matthew McConaughey's character, finds out that this boy has a gift that could potentially help him destroy the Dark Tower. So we have Matthew McConaughey's character, the Man in Black, trying to get to this little boy, and this little boy is actually the key to bringing redemption to the Gunslayer and his world. So this boy's the key, and that's basically the plot. Good trying to stop evil, the boy being the beacon in the middle. So with that premise, I feel like I pretty much I was like, okay, I'm following it. The film was a little choppy. I ain't even gonna front, man. Some of the stuff was like bundled together in ways that it shouldn't have been. It's a little bit messy, a little bit cheesy, a little bit like, oh my God, rolling your eyes. There's a lot of those moments. It's riddled with those. But at the heart of this film, the core of what this film is, it's really good. I love this movie way more than Atomic Blonde. And I can't believe I'm saying that. This shit is way better than Atomic Blonde for me. So I was impressed. This movie exceeded my expectations. This movie is way better than I thought it was gonna be. With the pace issues, there was definitely some pace issues. There were some tone issues. But with all of that, bro, I'm sitting here watching a film and I'm engaged. It's only an hour and a half. It's really short and it goes by really fast, because one thing I'll say that this movie does well is that it grabs onto the characters really well. I'm rooting for that little boy. The little boy is carrying the film. He's dope. Idris Elba does a great job as the gunslinger. He's dope. Matthew McConaughey did a pretty decent job as the Man in the Black Death or whatever he is. Dope. The story being told was kind of messy, but still it had a lot of redeeming qualities that kept me interested. It was never a moment where I was like, dang, this is boring. And I think that was good because the film was only an hour and a half. It was only like 90 minutes long. So I'm like, for sure, entertainment was there. I was invested in the film. Yo, I was actually entertained by this movie. And it was kind of funny in a little ways too. This movie had a lot of funniness about it, you know, so that was dope. The dialogue was decent. The story was pretty good. There was a lot of tension. It did a good job of giving me tension and build up. There was never really a dull moment in this film. And even when stuff is just, you know, chilling, you know, laid out and is mellow, it still doesn't feel boring. And that's a plus, man. I don't care what film it is. If you can keep me entertained and engaged and I'm not dragging, boring, and I'm not like completely just not buying into your film, then that's a problem. This film, I bought into it. I said, take me there. Idris Elba is a great actor, and he sold that role as the gunslinger. The little kid was amazing. And I just want to bring my little personal bias into this shit. I don't know. It's just something that I haven't really seen much in film. Seeing that little white boy being mentored and spending time and him bonding with this black man as a lead, that was dope. I can't remember last time I've seen that in a film, or it's not coming to my head. You feel what I'm saying? It's dope seeing this Idris Elba and this young white kid have a bond. Like the races didn't even matter. It was just nice seeing black and white blend like a father-son type of get down. I loved it. I loved everything about that. It felt really good. It felt Steven Spielbergish to me. You feel what I'm saying? So that was really good. I bought their connection, man. That was dope, man. Even though there was a lot of cliches in here and there was some shit that was like, come on, bro, really? This is what we're doing? It was a little bit of that, and I understand that. Even with all that, man, this was a decent film. This film was decent. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that you guys will go to the theater and you guys will. I think the worst that this film would get is like, nah, it's all right. It's cool. Some people will actually like this film. Book readers, though, I think they might have a problem with this film because even me not knowing, reading the books, it seems like they skipped a lot of shit. Like they expedited a lot of shit. Like, okay, you're already telling me about this and that. This feels like this could be 2 movies, whatever. But the book readers might be pissed off. So if you're a book reader, I'm pretty sure this might piss you off. But as a regular moviegoer who knows nothing about the Dark Tower novels, my perspective, I think it was a really good film. Shocking. I can't believe I said that shit. The Dark Tower is good. So yeah, that's basically how I feel about it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm stamp this movie. I give this movie a solid B-. Better than Atomic Blonde. I love being freaking surprised, man. I'm gonna have to go into every movie not expecting shit, like thinking it's gonna be bad, because you get pleasantly surprised every now and then. Not a bad film. CG was a little bit there, but not a bad film. A pretty good film, as a matter of fact. This film is dope. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I want to know, put in the comment section what you guys think. I want to know about those book readers, though. Book readers. If you've read the book and watched this film, how would you grade the film? I want to know. I want to know how bad the grade is or how good. Put it in the comment section and let me know. Thank you guys for watching me. I'd like to think if y'all could subscribe to the channel, that would be dope. If y'all like the real content, click that notification button to make sure you guys get notified whenever I go live or whenever I drop a video. That's much appreciated. I love my subscribers. We're a family here. I love y'all. If you're just stepping through to watch the review, leave a like. You can keep it pushing. If you don't like, if you don't want to subscribe, I'm not for you. That's cool too. All right, shout out to all y'all, man. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces.